Welcome to the Merging Life and Money Show with MJ Caesar. In today's special MLK Day episode, we're diving deep into Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s powerful vision for economic justice and how it can guide us in building generational wealth today. From understanding persistent wealth gaps to exploring actionable strategies for financial empowerment, this conversation will equip you with the tools to create lasting impact. Stay tuned as our host, Marie-Jo Caesar, unpacks these timeless principles and connects them to your financial journey. Now, let's get started.
Welcome to the Merging Life and Money Show. As we continue our special celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Dr. King's vision of justice, equity, and empowerment remains as powerful today as it was decades ago. In this episode, we will honor his legacy by diving deeper into his principles of economic justice and how they inspire modern strategies for building wealth and creating lasting legacies. Wherever you are tuning in from, I hope this episode empowers you to take meaningful steps toward aligning your financial journey with your values and your vision for the future. Imagine receiving a check with your name on it, a check meant to fulfill a promise of freedom and opportunity. Now, imagine going to cash it, only to be told that the account has insufficient funds. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. used this powerful metaphor in his historic 1963 I Have a Dream speech to illustrate the unfulfilled promise of economic justice for marginalized communities in America. Decades later, the metaphor still resonates as many individuals and families struggle to achieve financial equity and security. In today's episode, we will explore how Dr. King's vision of economic justice can inspire modern strategies for building wealth and creating lasting legacies. This conversation is not just about dollars and cents. It's about the principles that guide us in using our resources to have a greater impact on ourselves and our communities. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself. I am Marie-Jo Caesar, your host for the Merging Life and Money Show. As a financial wellness strategist, my mission is to empower you to take control of your finances from the inside out. I help you align your money with your values and purpose. I would also remind you that the information shared in this episode is for information purposes only. It is not intended as financial advice, and I encourage you to consult with a licensed financial professional for guidance tailored to your specific situation. So whether you are tuning in to explore how to strengthen your financial foundation, or you are curious about how MLK's legacy relates to building generational wealth, you are in the right place. When we consider Dr. King's vision, we often focus on his fight for civil rights, equality, and justice. However, what is often overlooked is how central economic empowerment was to his mission. Let's explore how his principles can directly relate to building financial security and generational wealth in our modern world. Dr. King recognized that social justice and economic justice go hand in hand. He believed that without financial equity, true equality could never exist. This is why he championed initiatives like the Poor People's Campaign, which aimed to address systemic poverty and ensure fair access to opportunities. Fast forward to today, the economic challenges remain daunting for many, especially in marginalized communities. According to a 2022 report by the Federal Reserve, the median wealth of white households in the United States was 8 times greater than that of Black households. This stark disparity underscores the importance of continuing Dr. King's mission in the financial sphere. So, how do we honor his vision in our own lives? It begins by recognizing that building wealth is not just about accumulating money. It's about creating opportunities to uplift our families, strengthen our communities, and break cycles of poverty. Dr. King's teaching reminds us that financial empowerment must have a purpose greater than ourselves. Today, we see this principle reflected in modern practices like impact investing and community wealth building. These approaches focus on aligning financial goals with social values, creating a ripple effect of positive change. By investing in causes or businesses that matter, or by supporting initiatives that close the wealth gap, we actively participate in the pursuit of economic justice. But it is not just about the micro level changes. On an individual level, we can embrace strategies that reflect MLK's vision, such as intentional budgeting, teaching financial literacy to our children, and leveraging tools like life insurance to secure a financial legacy. These actions bridge the gap between his dream and our financial reality. As we explore this topic further, we will uncover actionable ways to integrate Dr. King's principles into our financial lives. This is about more than money. It is about the values that guide our choices and the legacy we build for future generations. Dr. King's vision becomes even more powerful when we consider how it applies to our own lives and financial journeys. His message was not just for institutions or governments, it was a call to action for each of us to take steps toward creating equity and opportunity. Let me share why this message resonates so deeply with me. When I reflect on Dr. King's teachings, I am reminded of my own journey and the values that have shaped my approach to financial wellness. Growing up, I witnessed the power of financial knowledge, or the lack thereof, on individuals and families. I saw how the right tools and education could transform lives for the whole people back for generations. This personal understanding is why I am so passionate about helping others take control of their money. It is not just about building wealth for wealth's sake. It's about creating options, reducing stress, and empowering yourself and others to thrive. Dr. King's call for economic justice reminds me that when we manage our resources wisely, we can create ripples of change far beyond our immediate circumstances. My path to becoming a financial wellness strategist was not without its challenges. I was pushed out of what I thought was a secure position. I was forced to reevaluate my goals and find a new way forward. That moment, though difficult, became a turning point. It taught me the importance of resilience and the value of aligning my financial choices with a greater purpose. This alignment is what I hope to inspire in you today. Just as Dr. King envisioned a society where everyone has a fair shot at success, I believe each of us has the ability to rewrite our financial stories. Whether you create a budget that reflects your values, invest in your future, or teach your children the importance of saving, these small steps matter. As we move forward, we will discuss practical wealth building strategies inspired by this vision. These are tools and ideas you can apply right now to make a lasting impact on your financial journey and, by extension, your community. Please keep in mind that the insights shared here are meant for educational purposes. For personalized advice, please consult with a qualified professional. As we continue this conversation, let's focus on the foundation of economic empowerment that Dr. King envisioned. His approach to financial justice was both practical and transformative, rooted in creating opportunities for everyone to thrive. One of the most significant examples of this vision is the freedom budget. Dr. King was a vocal advocate for what he called the freedom budget. This plan, developed in collaboration with other civil rights leaders in the mid-1960s, was a comprehensive blueprint to eliminate poverty in America. It focused on ensuring access to basic human rights, such as housing, healthcare, education, and fair wages, while addressing the systemic barriers that kept marginalized communities trapped in poverty. At its heart, the Freedom Budget emphasized economic equity. It was not just about creating wealth, it was about ensuring that wealth and opportunity were accessible to everyone, regardless of race or socioeconomic status. This idea resonates strongly today as financial inequities continue to persist. For example, a recent report from the Economic Policy Institute reveals that the racial wealth gap in the United States remains as wide as it was in the 1960s, with Black families holding only a fraction of the wealth of their white counterparts. Dr. King's vision for economic justice was bold and transformative. He recognized that equitable systems require deliberate effort, not just good intentions. However, today we are witnessing shifts that challenge this progress. For instance, recent decision by the new US government to reduce or eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives pose significant challenges to our progress in addressing systemic inequities. These programs were designed to create opportunities for marginalized communities by promoting access to education, equitable hiring practices, and economic inclusion. While these changes may feel like a step backwards, they also serve as a critical reminder. Systemic progress is not always linear, and it is up to each of us to champion equity within our own spheres of influence. Dr. King's teachings reminds us that change often starts at the grassroots level, with individuals and communities taking proactive steps to dismantle barriers. Whether we support Black-owned businesses, prioritize financial education, or advocate for inclusive policies, we each have a role to play in advancing justice. One key element of economic equities is fair access to financial tools and education. Dr. King understood that without the knowledge and resources to manage money effectively, people could not break free from the cycles of poverty. Financial literacy was and still is a critical tool for empowerment. In today's world, fair access means ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to open a bank account, secure a mortgage, or invest in their future. Yet, millions of people, particularly in underserved communities, remain unbanked or underbanked, relying on costly alternatives like payday loans and check cashing services. These systems create a financial trap, making it nearly impossible to save or build wealth. Addressing this challenge requires a collective effort. Financial institutions must expand their services to underserved areas, and then individuals must seek out educational resources to improve their understanding of money management. For example, free online courses, community workshops, and nonprofit organizations focused on financial literacy can make a significant difference. Dr. King's vision reminds us that fair access is not just about equality, it is about justice. It is about ensuring that everyone has the tools they need to succeed financially, regardless of where they start. As we continue this discussion, we will explore how to build on these principles to create sustainable wealth systems that align with Dr. King's vision. Dr. King's vision of economic justice was not limited to the individual. It extended to the collective strength of communities. He believed that sustainable systems could only be built when communities work together to lift each other up. Let's explore how this concept translates into actionable efforts for wealth building today. Dr. King often spoke about the power of collective action to drive meaningful changes. His vision for economic justice went beyond personal wealth building. It emphasized the importance of creating systems that support entire communities. This principle is reflected in initiatives that prioritize community-driven wealth building, where people come together to share resources, skills, and opportunity for growth. One modern example of community-driven wealth building is the rise of cooperative businesses. These enterprises are owned and operated by their members, whether they are employees, consumers, or residents. Co-ops reinvest their profits back in the community, providing not just financial returns, but also stability and jobs. This model creates a ripple effect, strengthening the local economy and reducing the wealth gap. Likewise, supporting small businesses and Black-owned enterprises is another way to build community wealth. According to the U.S. Small Business Administration, small businesses employ nearly half of the nation's private workforce, and their impact is even more pronounced in underserved areas. When we choose to spend our dollars locally, we contribute to a cycle of reinvestment that keeps resources circulating within the community. This is particularly impactful in Black and Brown communities, where businesses often face systemic barriers to capital and market access. Beyond commerce, mentorship and education networks play a critical role in wealth building. Sharing knowledge and experience through community-led financial literacy programs helps break down barriers to economic empowerment. These initiatives equip individuals with the tools to manage money wisely, invest strategically, and build generational wealth. By fostering a culture of mentorship, communities create pathways to success for future generations, ensuring that progress does not stop with one person or one family. Community wealth building also thrives on shared financial initiatives like investment clubs. These groups pool resources to invest collectively, whether in real estate, stocks, or small businesses. They lower the barrier to entry for individuals and provide a support system for financial growth. Investment clubs are a modern example of Dr. King's vision for collective action. They combine economic justice with practical wealth building strategies. Dr. King's principle of community-driven empowerment reminds us that sustainable systems require collaboration. Wealth is not a resource, it is a tool to create opportunities for others. When we engage in efforts that uplift in our communities, we embody the spirit of teachings and contribute to a legacy of collective progress. This week, as noted earlier, the US government announced the removal of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, a decision that highlights how fragile progress can be when systemic change is left solely to policy. These rollbacks challenge us to rethink how we achieve equity and remind us that the fight for economic justice requires both top-down and bottom-up efforts. While setbacks like this can feel discouraging, they also emphasize the critical importance of grassroots action and community-driven empowerment. Dr. King's teachings inspire us to take responsibility at the individual and collective level, ensuring that progress continues even in the face of institutional resistance. As we continue, let's examine how the sustainable systems mentioned a few moments ago can integrate with individual actions that create an even greater impact. How can we, as individuals, align our financial choices with the broader goal of community empowerment? In the next section, we will explore this further. It is important to turn the lens inward when examining Dr. King's teachings. Each of us has the power to contribute to economic justice through the financial choices we make every day. Let's look at how your actions can drive meaningful change. Every decision we make with our money sends a message. It reflects what we value and shapes the world around us. Dr. King believed that economic justice begins with intentionality, recognizing that the way we spend, save, and invest has the power to uplift not only ourselves, but also our communities. Take a moment to consider where your money goes. Are you supporting businesses that align with your values? Are you contributing to systems that perpetuate inequity, or are you creating opportunities for others to thrive? For example, choosing to support a local business instead of a large corporation can help keep resources circulating within your community, creating jobs and fostering economic stability. On a broader scale, your investments matter too. Investing in companies with strong environmental, social, and governance, or ESG, practices, or prioritizing impact investing aligns your financial growth with positive social change. These choices reflect Dr. King's vision of using economic resources as a tool for justice and equality. Beyond spending and investing, your savings and financial planning decisions or mentoring someone in financial need can have a ripple effect far beyond what you realize. These small but intentional acts can break cycle of scarcity and empower others to build wealth. Dr. King once said, "The time is always right to do what is right." This timeless message applies to our financial decisions. Reflect on how you can use your money to create a positive impact. Are there areas where you can shift your spending to better align with your values? Are there opportunities to invest in your community, whether through mentorship, education, or direct financial support? Your choices today are the building blocks of tomorrow's legacy. By aligning your financial actions with the principles of economic justice, you are not just creating a better future for yourself, you are contributing to a larger movement for equity and opportunity.
Hey, listeners, if you're finding value in today's discussion on Dr. King's vision for economic justice, we invite you to take it a step further. Download our free legacy building guide, specially designed to help you identify your financial goals and create a plan for your family's future. The link is in the episode description. By taking action today, you're not just securing your financial future, you're contributing to a broader movement for equality and justice. Now, back to Marie Jo Caesar as she uncovers actionable steps to build generational wealth.
As we move forward in this conversation, let's dive into practical strategies for translating this reflection into action. How can you take these ideas and turn them into a personal plan for financial empowerment? Let's explore this in the next section. Economic justice, as envisioned by Dr. King, does not end with systemic barriers. It extends into the active creation of wealth. While fairness and equity lay the groundwork, building wealth requires strategy, innovation, and intention. Let's check out how modern approaches to wealth creation align with this principle. One of the most effective ways to build wealth is through strategic asset building, diversifying your income and creating multiple streams of revenue. Diversification is about not putting all your eggs in one basket. It helps mitigate risk, stabilize finances, and open up opportunities for long-term growth. For example, real estate remains one of the most popular methods of wealth creation. Owning property provides not only the potential for steady cash flow through rental income, but also long-term appreciation in value, whether it is investing in a single-family home, a multi-unit property, or even real estate investment trusts, like what they call WIP. Real estate offers a tangible and relatively secure way to grow wealth. Another avenue for diversification is digital assets. In today's technology-driven world, digital assets like cryptocurrencies and blockchain-based platforms have become increasingly relevant. Although I do not subscribe to this idea, while they come with higher risk, they also offer the potential for significant returns. Understanding the landscape, educating yourself on blockchain technology, and investing wisely can turn digital assets into a valuable component of your portfolio. Entrepreneurship is yet another path to building strategic assets. Starting your own business not only allows you to generate income, but also enables you to create opportunities for others, aligning with Dr. King's vision of community empowerment. Whether you launch a small business, create an online store, or monetize your skills through consulting, entrepreneurship can provide both personal and financial growth. Consider this. According to a 2023 survey by the Small Business Administration, small businesses accounted for 44% of US economic activity. This statistic highlights the potential impact of entrepreneurship, not just for personal wealth, but for the broader economy. By combining these approaches, real estate, digital assets, and entrepreneurship, you diversify your financial opportunities and reduce your reliance on a single income source. The goal of strategic asset building is not just wealth accumulation, but also resilience. It ensures that you have multiple streams of revenue to rely on, even in uncertain economic times. This principle is not just about money. It's about creating options. It's about having the freedom to choose how you want to live, the ability to support your family, and the opportunity to give back to your community. Strategic asset building is an active way to honor Dr. King's legacy by taking control of your financial destiny while uplifting others. As we move forward, we will explore the next step in this process, leveraging passive income and equity to create sustainable wealth. Building wealth is not just about working harder. It's about working smarter. One of the most effective ways to achieve this is by leveraging passive income and equity. These strategies allow you to create financial stability and growth with less active involvement, giving you more time and freedom to focus on your other goals. Passive income is money earned with minimal ongoing effort. This can come from investment, royalties, rental income, or even creative ventures like writing a book or licensing a product. The key to passive income is setting up systems or assets that generate revenue over time. Take, for instance, dividend-paying stocks. This investment provides regular payouts simply for holding shares in the company. Also, rental properties can generate steady cash flow while building equity in the property over time. These options allow your money to work for you, steadily growing your wealth. Let's address equity building wealth through ownership. Equity is a portion of an asset that you own outright. It represents a form of financial power that grows over time. For example, when you buy a home and make mortgage payments, you build equity in the property. This equity can later be used to secure loans, invest in other opportunities, or provide a financial cushion during difficult times. Another way to build equity is through owning shares in a business. If you start your own company, every bit of value you add increases your equity in that business. Alternatively, investing in someone else's business can also generate equity growth, especially if the company succeeds. Equity is not just a resource, it's a tool. It can be leveraged to fund new ventures, invest in additional assets, or even pass down generational wealth. For instance, families who consistently build and leverage equity in their homes often provide a strong financial foundation for the next generation, enabling access to higher education or entrepreneurial ventures. Now, let's talk about the intersection of passive income and equity. These two strategies, passive income and equity, are deeply interconnected. For example, owning rental properties combines both. You build equity in the property while simultaneously earning passive income from tenants. Likewise, investing in dividend-paying stock or other income-generating assets not only provides immediate returns, but also grows your overall equity in those assets. Leveraging these approaches creates a sustainable wealth cycle. As your equity grows, it opens doors to new opportunities for passive income. As your passive income increases, it provides additional funds to reinvest in equity building assets. This positive feedback loop can transform your financial future. Why does it matter? Well, Dr. King's vision of economic justice emphasized the importance of creating systems that uplift individuals and communities alike. Leveraging passive income and equity allows you to do both. It provides personal financial stability while also creating opportunities to invest in others, whether through mentorship, philanthropy, or supporting local businesses. Now that we have explored the power of passive income and equity, let's turn our focus to practical tools and frameworks that can help you turn these strategies from theory into practice. Building wealth is not just about ideas, it's about action. Turning financial strategies into tangible results requires a combination of knowledge, planning, and the right tools. While wealth building may seem complex, breaking it down into 6 actionable steps makes the process manageable and empowering. 1. Budgeting as your foundation. Every wealth building journey begins with understanding where your money is going. A well-structured budget allows you to allocate funds toward income-generating assets, savings, and investment. Consider using tools like budgeting spreadsheets or even envelope systems to track your expenses. The goal is to create a surplus that you can reinvest into wealth-building activities. 2. Automating your savings and investments. Automation is one of the simplest ways to ensure consistency in your financial journey. Set up automatic transfers into savings accounts, retirement plans, or investment portfolios. Platforms like robo-advisors can help you invest without needing deep financial knowledge, offering diversified portfolios tailored to your goals and risk tolerance. 3. Utilize tax-advantaged accounts. Tax efficiency plays a significant role in wealth building. Accounts like 401ks, IRAs, and health saving accounts, HSAs, allow you to grow your money while minimizing tax liabilities. For instance, contributing to a Roth IRA provides tax-free growth and withdrawals in retirement. Understanding these tools and maximizing their benefits can significantly accelerate your financial progress. 4. Leveraging technology for financial growth. In today's digital age, technology offers countless resources for wealth creation. Apps like Mint or YNAB, You Need a Budget, help you stay on top of your finances, while platforms like Acorn or Stash allow you to invest small amounts regularly. Additionally, crowdfunding platforms can help you pool resources for community investment projects, aligning with Dr. King's vision of collective financial empowerment. 5. Building an emergency fund. No wealth building plan is complete without a safety net. An emergency fund ensures that unexpected expenses do not derail your financial goals. Aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, keeping these funds in a high yield savings account for easy access and growth. 6. Education as an ongoing tool. Financial literacy is an ongoing process. Make use of free online courses, community workshops, and reputable books to deepen your understanding of investing, real estate, and business development. Knowledge empowers you to make informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Why these tools matter? Dr. King once said, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. These tools and frameworks provide that first step, giving you the confidence and structure to move forward. Wealth building is not about perfection, it's about progress. By adopting these practical strategies, you are not only improving your financial health, you are also creating a ripple effect of empowerment for your family and community. As we conclude this segment, reflect of which of these tools you can start using today. Wealth building is a journey, and every small step counts. In the next section, we will explore how these strategies can align with your long-term financial goals and values, helping you create a meaningful legacy. Wealth creation is a fundamental part of financial empowerment, but it is only one piece of the puzzle. Dr. King's vision for economic justice also emphasized sustainability and longevity. To truly honor his principles, we must focus on creating a financial legacy that benefits not just ourselves, but also the generations that follow. Let's begin by exploring how income stream multiplication lays the foundation for a lasting legacy. Diversifying your income is not just a wealth building strategy, it is a cornerstone of legacy planning. Relying on a single source of income can leave you vulnerable to economic changes, market fluctuations, or personal setbacks. By creating multiple streams of revenue, you ensure financial stability and resilience, both for yourself and for the future generations who will benefit from your efforts. The role of diverse income sources. Income stream multiplication involves establishing several avenues for earning money. These streams may include active income from your primary job, semi-passive income from rental properties, or side businesses, and passive income from investment or royalties. The goal is to create a financial safety net that can withstand uncertainties while steadily building wealth over time. For example, consider someone who works a traditional 9-to-5 job while also renting out a small property. The rental income provides an additional financial cushion for investment, emergencies, or long-term goals. Over time, this dual income strategy builds equity in the property while generating consistent cash flow, two critical components of a sustainable financial system. I will add that it is also very important to balance traditional and innovative income sources. This approach encourages diversification, not just for personal gain, but also to contribute to broader economic stability. For instance, traditional investment, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate, remain tried and true methods for generating income. Emerging opportunities, digital assets, and sustainable ventures like renewable energy or green technology investments can align your income streams with modern trends and values. The long-term benefit of multiplication. When income streams are multiplied, they serve as a hedge against unexpected disruption. If one source diminishes, for example, losing a job or experiencing a downturn in the real estate market, others can compensate. This stability ensures that your financial goals remain on track, even in uncertain times. Furthermore, multiple income streams provide flexibility to pursue meaningful endeavors such as community investment, educational funds for children, or charitable contributions. This aligns with Dr. King's belief that wealth should be used as a tool for empowerment and social good. Now, how can we turn strategy into action? Begin by assessing your current income sources and identifying areas for diversification. Ask yourself, can I monetize a skill or hobby to create a side business? Is there an opportunity to invest in real estate or start a rental property? Am I leveraging tax-advantaged accounts or passive income options like dividends? By taking small actionable steps, you can build a financial system that supports your goals and values. Income stream multiplication is not just about earning more. It's about creating stability, resilience, and opportunities for those who will inherit your legacy. As we proceed, let's discuss how to protect and preserve these income streams through strategic assets allocation and risk management. Creating multiple streams of income is a powerful way to build wealth, but ensuring that wealth is protected and strategically allocated is just as important. Asset allocation plays a critical role in maintaining stability and minimizing risk, especially as you plan for a financial legacy. Let's uncover how horizontal asset allocation can help you create a balanced and resilient financial foundation. Asset allocation is a process of dividing your investments among different categories such as stock, bonds, real estate, and cash to achieve your financial goals while managing risk. Total asset allocation takes this concept a step further by emphasizing diversification across multiple asset types and sectors ensuring that no single area dominates your portfolio. This balance creates a stable foundation that can weather economic fluctuation. Why horizontal allocation matter, you might ask? Economic cycles are unpredictable, and different asset classes perform differently depending on market conditions. For instance, when the stock market experiences a downturn, real estate or bonds might offer more stability. Horizontal allocation ensures that your portfolio is not overly reliant on one type of investment, reducing the impact of market volatility. This approach also aligns with the principle of sustainability and resilience. By spreading investment across diverse sectors, such as technology, healthcare, renewable energy, and consumer goods, you create a portfolio that is not only profitable, but also reflective of your long-term values and goals. How to approach horizontal asset allocation? 1. Assess your financial goals. Start by defining your financial objectives. Are you investing for retirement, building wealth, or creating a philanthropy legacy? Understanding your goals will guide your allocation strategy. 2. Understand your risk tolerance. Your ability to withstand financial ups and downs should shape your allocation. For example, younger investors might lean toward high growth stocks, while those nearing retirement may prefer more stable assets like bonds or real estate. 3. Diversify across asset classes. Balance growth-oriented investments like stocks or real estate with more conservative ones such as bonds or cash reserves. For example, stocks provide growth potential and long-term returns. Bonds offer stability and predictable income. Real estate serves as both a growth and income-generating asset. Cash or equivalents act as a safety net for emergencies or opportunities. Consider adding emerging opportunities like digital assets, ESG, as I mentioned, environmental, social, and governance investment, or venture capital. These options provide exposure to new markets and can align with your values. Now, let's look at the role of regular rebalancing. Horizontal allocation is not a set it and forget it strategy. Market shift, and so should your portfolio. Regular rebalancing, which is adjusting your investment to maintain your desired allocation, ensures that your portfolio remains aligned with your goals. For example, if one asset class outperforms, it may take up a larger percentage of your portfolio, increasing your risk exposure. Rebalancing brings it back in line. Let's look at the legacy perspective. Dr. King's visions remind us that wealth is a tool for empowerment, not just personal gain. Horizontal allocation reflects this by ensuring that your wealth is not just about returns, but also sustainability. A balanced portfolio allows you to support your family, invest in your community, and contribute to causes you care about, all while preserving financial stability. As you consider horizontal allocation, consider it a framework for long-term resilience. It's about creating a financial system that will serve your goals and withstand the test of time. We have explored how income stream multiplication and asset allocation create a stable foundation for building wealth. However, securing that wealth for future generations requires intentional planning. Let's now focus on protection and preservation, which are essential tools for ensuring your financial legacy endures. Building wealth is only half the battle. Preserving it for the long term is equally important. Without proper safeguards, the assets you work so hard to accumulate can be lost to unforeseen circumstances, taxes, or a lack of planning. Dr. King's vision for economic justice included the ideas of providing stability for future generations, and tools like life insurance, wills, and trusts play a critical role in achieving that. I will start with life insurance, a cornerstone of protection. Life insurance is one of the most powerful tools for ensuring financial security for your loved ones. It provides a safety net that can cover expenses such as mortgages, education, or even the continuation of family business. Beyond its immediate benefits, certain types of life insurance policies like whole life or indexed universal life IUL, also build cash value over time. This allows policyholders to borrow against their policies or use them as an additional income source during retirement. For example, consider a family with young children. A life insurance policy can ensure that in the event of an unexpected passing, those children still have the resources they need to thrive, whether it is funding their education or maintaining the family's quality of life. This aligns with the idea of creating generational opportunities and stability. Next, wills. The foundation of legacy planning. A will is the most fundamental tool in estate planning. It allows you to specify how your assets will be distributed after your passing, ensuring that your wishes are honored. Without a will, the state decides how your estate will be divided, often leading to lengthy legal processes and potential disputes among family members. Drafting a will is not just about money, it's about providing clarity and reducing stress for your loved ones during an already difficult time. Appointing a guardian for minor children in your will is very important to ensure they are cared for by someone you trust, providing them with stability and security if something unforeseen happens to you. At the end of the day, having a will is a proactive way to protect your family and ensure that your assets are distributed in alignment with your values. Lastly, trusts. Trusts offer additional benefits beyond the will. Trusts allow you to set conditions for how your assets are managed and distributed. For instance, you might establish a trust that provides for your children's needs until they reach a certain age or milestone, such as completing their education. Trusts also help minimize estate taxes, protect assets from creditors, and ensure a smooth transfer of wealth. For families looking to preserve significant assets, trusts may provide a structured and tax-efficient way to manage their legacy. Now, the generational impact. I will end this section by saying that insurance, wills, and trusts are not just tools. They are investment in your family future. They ensure that the wealth you create is protected and passed down in a way that aligns with your intentions. Dr. King's vision reminds us that economic justice is about creating opportunities for generations to come. By incorporating these strategies, you can ensure that your financial legacy contributes to that vision. How do you start? Assess your current financial situation. Do you have adequate life insurance coverage? Have you created a will or considered setting up a trust? These steps may seem daunting, but they are critical for safeguarding your hard work and making a meaningful impact on the next generation. Seeking professional guidance from estate planners or financial advisors can make the process much easier. Please take a moment to consider how these tools can help you align your financial decisions with your value and legacy goals. Now, let's end with this inspiring quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. The time is always right to do what is right. His call for justice and action reminds us that building wealth is not just a personal journey. It is a responsibility to create opportunities for those around us and for future generations. As we wrap up, I will say that today we explore the pillars of creating a financial legacy inspired by Dr. King's vision of economic justice, from multiplying income streams to ensuring stability through asset allocation and protecting wealth with tools like life insurance, wills, and trust. These strategies empower us to turn financial dreams into lasting legacies. More importantly, they allow us to uplift our families and communities, making meaningful contribution to the world. The choices we make today shape the future not only for ourselves, but for everyone we touch. Dr. King's vision challenges us to align our actions with our values, reminding us that every small step toward financial empowerment is also a step toward justice. So what steps will you take to align your financial choices with your values? I encourage you to start by assessing your current financial situation. Identify one area where you can make a change, such as creating a budget, diversifying your income, or drafting a will. Small intentional actions build the foundation for generational wealth and a meaningful legacy. To help you on this journey, I invite you to download my free legacy building checklist. This resource includes practical tips and guidance to get you started on your financial legacy plan. You will find the link in the description. Take the first step today and empower yourself to lasting impact. Thank you for joining me on this journey of merging life and money. Remember, the content shared in this episode is for information purposes only and should not replace professional financial advice. I encourage you to consult with a qualified financial advisor to tailor these strategies to your unique situation. I am your host, Marie-Jo César, and it has been an honor to share this conversation with you. I will be back again next week with another powerful episode. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to this powerful episode of the Merging Life and Money Show with MJ Caesar. We hope Dr. King's principles on economic justice have inspired you to think deeply about your financial habits and the legacy you wish to create. Remember, generational wealth isn't just about accumulation. It's about uplifting those who come after us. Don't forget to download your free legacy building guide from the link in the description.